Right now, somewhere in your body, something is tight. Your jaw, your shoulders, your chest. That tension isn't from your job or your inbox or your future. It's from a war you're fighting that you cannot win. You are fighting reality. We live our lives like architects. We draft 5-year plans, we curate our image, we try to freeze frame our youth, our relationships, and our health. We convince ourselves that if we just plan hard enough, we can build a fortress that chaos cannot touch. But this is the uncomfortable truth. We are building sandcastles at the tide line, and right now, you are exhausted not because the tide is coming in. The tide always comes in, but because you are standing there with a plastic bucket trying to hold back the ocean. Today, let's talk about the most terrifying, liberating thing you can do: dropping the bucket. There is a concept in Buddhism called the second arrow. The idea is simple. In life, we will inevitably be struck by the first arrow. This is pain, it's the breakup, the layoff, the diagnosis, or the gray hair in the mirror. This arrow is inevitable. It is the cost of being alive. But then we shoot ourselves with a second arrow. This is the arrow of resistance. This is us saying this isn't fair, why me, and lying awake at 2 a.m. replaying every message, every mistake, asking what you could have done differently. What if I told you that most of your current stress isn't coming from your life, but from your argument with your life? And now we come to the biggest argument of all, the one we have with time itself. We live in a culture that treats death like a malfunction, a failure, a glitch in the system. But let me offer you a different perspective. Imagine a party that never ends. You can never leave, no closing song, no goodbye. At first, it feels magical, but slowly the magic drains away. Why? Because value is born from scarcity. The only reason life tastes so sweet is because it expires. Death isn't a monster hiding in the dark, it's the deadline that gives life its meaning. It's the reason you can't keep postponing your life to someday. It's the reason today deserves your full attention. The truth is, we are dying every day. Every passing minute is a minute death already owns. And when you truly accept that, the petty stuff dissolves. The traffic, the rude comments, the endless mental noise. You realize something quietly powerful. You simply don't have the budget to spend your limited currency on things that don't matter. So how do we stop fighting this? We practice radical acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you like the bad stuff. It doesn't mean you're passive. It means you stop arguing with the weather and you put on a raincoat if needed. It means looking at your anxiety, your loss, or your uncertainty and saying, this is what is happening right now. I don't have to love it, but I acknowledge it. When you stop using your energy to deny reality, you finally have the energy to use reality. You move from why is this happening to me to okay, this is happening, what now? So here is the final truth. You don't own your life, you're just renting it. You don't own your body, your house, or your time. It is all on loan. And when you realize you're a renter and not an owner, you stop clinging so tight. You treat the house with respect, you enjoy the view, but you know that eventually you have to hand back the keys. So stop fighting the tide, let the sandcastle wash away, and watch how much lighter you feel when you finally put the bucket down. And if you're ready to drop the bucket, put a wave emoji in the comments below and let's start a wave of letting go.